Hi guys, this is T-Gaz8 in Roblox Studio. I've got something a little bit different from my printer that I've been doing. I've adapted my printer to actually read a height map. So now, what we got, as you can see here, I've got a generated terrain. It's not using the Roblox terrain. It's using my own little algorithm thing. It's basically just goes through an image which I've got in here. It's at the moment in hex, which is how my reader works. It basically just reads that hex and determines the colour of the brick and the height of it as well. Like here we got all the different levels for my terrain. Like we've got sea level, sand level, grass level, dirt, and they're all defined up in this little bit up here. So I can adjust those values as and when I'll need to. It's very basic, but it works. I can show you it printing out very quickly. Just restart that. I can also change the size of the bricks as well if I wanted to, like the width and depth. I guess that is. But at the moment I've got it set to 1 by 1, and the height is determined by the height map. There we go. Might be a little bit laggy, but it's not too bad. And it's actually generating it. I show you the height map that I'm generating this from. I can actually show you it in with this printer. Just see if I can do a few little changes here and there. Use picture colour because true. Use GUI colour correction. I'll leave that off for now because that is really laggy. Basically what that does is corrects the colour for the pixel. There we go. The actual height map. Yeah, it's getting a little bit laggy now. That's not the actual colours because of the brick colours do not come out correctly. That's why I've got the colour GUI colour correction thing. So I can show you that. Script. Let's set that to true. Let's do that scale to about 2. And height scale to 0. So it'll be a flat image. Alright, here we go. And there we go. Yeah, so basically the way I created this height map is a program called TerraGen. It's a really old copy of it. It's this thing. Let's start that up. Yeah, it's 0.9. Not even the first one that came out. It literally just hit generation like this. Close it down. I'm not happy with that. Let's try a different one. Let's try multi-purling, whatever that is. Close. Yeah, that's good enough. Export. I exported it as a raw bitmap. Select file and save. Temp.raw. All I'm doing is just exporting that as I said. So then I can load it up in Roblox. At the moment I can't read raw files directly in Roblox, so I need my converter, which is what I used to convert it into a Roblox object. When it loads, if it loads. M&M. Oh, we've got 2. Yeah, so this is my paint program. I'm still using the actual paint program because I'm adding to it. So what I would do, import the raw file, and that was 257 by 257. I don't know why it's one off from 256, but whatever. Yep, so there we go, and export it as Roblox module script. So export, save, yes. Right, so let's go on. Let's actually move that out. import it into Roblox and put it into that folder there. And this is the one that we just generated just now. I may even release this for people to use. I think that'd be quite awesome to see terrain generated this way. Yeah, as you can see, it's getting rather laggy. That's because it's got almost millions of GUI elements in there. But that's the height map we just created. Let's actually put it into a terrain. Right. Let's take that off. Use picture color false. Height scale, let's say 8. Yeah, so that's basically just scaled from 0 to 255, and I've scaled it down to, yeah, from 0 to 100 times by the height scale to get the how high I wanted it, how much amplitude, etc. Here we go. I don't know exactly how this would look, but this is what we just generated. I think I might make those mountains a bit higher. They don't look that high. Yeah, let's make that a bit higher. Nope. Let's say double that. 16. And play. There we go. That's a bit better. Much better. Yeah, so I might be releasing this once I've got it a little bit more defined, and there's a few little functions that I'm working on to detect if there's a brick next to it, sort of thing, like when you put in a surface GUI in the top. If you've got millions of them, it slows down Roblox quite a bit, as you saw the first off. So I've trying to write a function to check if there's anything round the block. If it's taller than the block it's been checked, then it should hide the ones that's on the faces that are not seen, and only show it on the faces that are seen. I've got a function in place to do something similar to that, but at the moment it checks straight off, like the brick 1, where all the sides would be clear, so it would render all the GUIs on that brick, because I've got the top, front, back, left and right sides of that brick being rendered. So by the time it gets to the end of that line and then comes back again, the front side of that brick would be clear, and I guess the left side would be also clear, but the other two sides would be with the bricks. So and plus it does not touch the first line, so I don't know exactly how to do that. Yes, I do. I just had an idea just now. I can use the raycast system to check to see if there's a side that it's touching, and then I can use that raycast system to remove that side of that brick it's testing, or it's just hit. Like let's just say, let's do a little character thing. Alright, so this is the brick. So we're checking up here. Would have a look at the right character. I had trouble like this before. Right, there, 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 and there. That's what this function is checking for. Right, that's the brick. So as it comes along, let's just say they're all being checked. Then as soon as it gets to the line 2, it would check for there, and then it would check up, and if that brick is actually higher than the one it's just created, that GUI would not be rendered. And the thing that I just thought of is I can check to see if that brick is higher than the current brick, and if it is, then it leaves the GUI alone. If it's not higher and this brick is actually higher, then it could remove that GUI and render its own. So I may do that in a few minutes, I don't know. It sounds sound in my mind, but I don't know how sound it would be. Anyway, yeah, so basically what I've done, back to the GUI thing, that's a little addition that I'll be working on in the next, I guess, next few hours. Although it is 1 o'clock in the morning, but whatever. Yeah, so what I've done, I've also made this to read images. So you can have an image if you wanted to. Oh, what is this? Hightmap. Oh, that's the other one, isn't it? So let's actually load up a image rather than this thing. And then show you that. Oh, Brittany. Alright, let's get one of my artworks. Resize it down. What will be a good one? Let's do... I should have got this ready. Let's do that one. Copy. Paste. Edit in Photoshop. The reason why I've copied it is so I don't mess up the original. Because what I'm going to do is resize it down. Because if you do a massive picture in Roblox, you'd be waiting till next year for it to finish. That's the only problem with this script. And this image, you see how big it is once it loads. Image size, yeah, 1280 by 1000. So we size up to 256 by 91. Yeah, that's good enough. No, let's make that 512. A bit bigger. Okay. File and save. Right, that's saved. Load up my picture thing. Open it up. Hey, what do you mean not a picture of raw? Let's try that one instead. That would help if I get the right one. Alright, export it. And save. Yes. It would help if I'm not doing this late at night and I'm tired. But whatever. Alright, import model. And open. Right, let's see what that renders. Oh yes, I forgot to turn off the colours, the terrain colours, but whatever. Let's see what it comes out as. It is rendering it, plus the height, which is excellent. I expect you guys can actually hear a bit of music in the background. I've got a YouTube video playing in the background. And it's, of course, epic music. Won't listen to anything else when I'm programming, apart from epic music, so I can do these epic things. And there we go. It looks a bit freaky with those inlet eyes, but whatever. Right, so that's the rendered using the terrain colours. Let's actually do a GUI rendering like my old picture thing. Right, as we start. when it wants to restart. Thank you. Right, so use picture color equals true, use GUI correction true, and height scale 0. No, let's actually put that to 8. So it's not too bumpy. Right, here we go. Yeah, the way I work out the height for the picture is I get the value from hex. It's converted to 0 to 255, and then for the red channel, green channel and blue channel, I divide those 3 by 3 and then add them together, and that's the height, total height, and then I divide it by the height scale. Pretty simple. Yes, this is going to be really laggy. I think I might just cut the video here and then show you it at the end. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Catch you in a little bit, guys. And we're back. It's just finished printing out, and it's really laggy. I think it's because of all those surface GUIs. But if I have a look closely, assuming it will actually render. Thank you. Ah, too far. Way too far. Let's have a look. Roblox, have you stopped working? Hello? Yeah, I'm really pushing my system at the moment. That's why I made this GUI thing optional in the code. Alright. Let's focus. Yeah, so it's beginning to crash on me. I was going to show you the all the in and out parts of the image, but it looks like it's not possible. I might have to resize it down and then show it that way. In fact, let's do that. Photoshop. Let's reopen that file and redo it again. Yep, CS6. I think it's way too much for this for Roblox to handle. So I'm actually working at the max that Roblox can actually run, as you can see. Right, file. Open recent. Right, image. Image size 256. File and save. File open. That'll do. And I'll cut it just like before, if it takes a while for it to load, which I expect it will do. Hopefully this time we'll be able to see what I was talking about. So let's get rid of that. It's too much for the computer. Open model and import. Right, let's have a look at this. A little bit better, a little bit faster. So yeah, you can see the height difference in the colours. Like white is the topmost and black is the bottom part. So look at that. As laggy as anything. But actually works. Get the camera in a good position and watch it print. There, she's finished. Yeah, so basically I thought I added a little bit of a vertical element to my pictures. So I came out with terrain editor or terrain reader. Nothing more epic than seeing a embossed image, I guess that's what you call it. Anyway, this has been Tigazza in Roblox Studio with my terrain reader from Hightmap, I guess. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Tigazza signing out.